Welcome to MetGFK.com. This is Jeff Jacobs with your forecast for the next 7 days and including the Easter weekend. So we'll go right ahead with the forecast for Sunday today. And we can see a frontal system clearing the country into northern France. Very weak affair. Only gave a bit of rain on the eastern coast and southeast overnight. And that's moving away now, and we're all in this rather slack area of high pressure. Still some fronts affecting Northern Ireland and Scotland, and these are quite weak, and mostly of drizzly rain and some extensive hill fog here and on the coasts. But as you can see, there's high pressure beginning to build to the west of the British Isles, and this is going to take control as we go through today and into Monday. So looking ahead to Monday, we can see the high pressure, which is basically situated over Northern Ireland and Western Ireland, by midday on Monday, gradually beginning to slip its way east and northeast across the country, giving us all a fine settled period of weather. Becoming quite warm as well because of the slack area of winds around, allowing the temperature to rise up to 16, 17, possibly even 19 degrees in places. So by the time we get to Tuesday, we've got the high pressure now situated roughly over East Anglia and tending to bring up more of a southeasterly airflow. So southern coasts could start to get a cool breeze coming in, but apart from that, becoming quite warm inland, temperatures up to 16 or possibly as high as 20 degrees in places, when about 13 or 14 maybe along the coast. But yeah, very nice day on Tuesday, fine and settled it looks like. Some colder weather getting into the continent, and this is going to play a feature in our forecast later on, I think. So going ahead to Wednesday the 16th of April, not much of a change, although the high pressure now is beginning to slip into the continent, bringing a feature of southerly winds, so becoming quite warm in the south. Let's look out for this trough coming in. It's going to become a very thundery trough as we go into Thursday, I think. So watch out for southern districts with some quite heavy showers, because they possibly thundery at times, and very warm, well into the 70 degrees Fahrenheit, up to 20-21 Celsius over East Anglia and London area. In the south and the west, more like 18 or 19, but still that's quite warm. Scotland, Northern Ireland, plagued by this weather front, giving some rather heavy rain at times, and again, some extensive hill and coastal fog. But even here, temperatures up to or above the seasonal average. So we'll have a quick look ahead now to the Easter weekend, and I know I've been telling you that we could be getting some wintry weather. Most of the models are backing away from the idea, but we've still got a couple that are persisting with the colder theme. So look at the Canadian, the CMA, and as you can see, it's bringing in, this is for the 18th of April. Yeah, so this is the 18th of April, and as we can see, we got some cold northerly winds across the country, an area of low pressure, so rain, possibly sleet, and over the highest ground, especially in the north, we could be seeing snow coming out of this if this were to be true. Looking at the Brazilian model, Sebtec is saying that we're going to get a colder influence with high pressure to the west and low pressure to the east, dragging in some cold air down from the Arctic. Again, these are the two that are mainly causing the, or calling rather, for colder weather. But going on to the GFS for the 18th of April, and they're rather seeing more of a ridge coming in. So looking at the GFS for the 18th of April, and they've got more of a ridge coming in, like so, and this pushing in and much drier conditions with the colder weather dragging into the continent there. Yeah, and again, ECMWF going on basically with the same theme, with a ridge extending in across the country here, but they've also got a depression to the east of the British Isles over the continent. This cold air which has been pumping into the continent is sliding around, and we've got this low pressure, so we could be getting an easterly flow coming in as such. So we need to watch out. For this easterly flow coming in off the continent as we go into the bank holiday weekend. And again, ECMWF wants to bring it quite unsettled, especially to the eastern districts, with some thundery rain, I'm afraid, and much lower temperatures. Just the far west and Ireland escaping this at the moment, with temperatures above normal here. My personal preference for this really is for higher pressure to be jet stream to be running across there, and if I can that would leave I reckon high pressure something like to the east of the country, to the west side of the country, with high here. Okay, and I think we'll start to pull in a more of a northerly fetch, which would be obviously quite cold, with low pressure, a distinct possibility actually beginning to develop over here, and this cold air beginning to pump its way in. So my thoughts at the moment is that it's going to be more unsettled in the eastern districts, with higher pressure out to the west, slightly less settled at first, but I'm afraid all districts generally becoming much colder as we go through into the weekend and into bank holiday Monday, I'm afraid. So all in all, it starts off okay Friday into Saturday in the west, but rain and colder conditions in the east pushing westwards. That's what I believe at jeffreyk.com. Now I'm going to show you quite a dramatic picture in a moment of the ice extent in the North Pole. I mean, if you remember that in the early 80s people were saying about global warming, and you can see why if you look at the ice caps and the way things were, but this is a dramatic change now. This is the latest from the website Cryosphere Today, and on the left is 2014, the 13th of March, and on the right is the 13th of March 1980, and look at that difference between ice. Very little ice around then, just a small bit over Greenland, whereas see how extensive it is in America and in eastern districts of Asia and Europe, even over Norway, Iceland, got snow cover, so quite a big difference in the ice, as you can see. So our belief that an ice age is on the way, well, just look at the picture. So there you are. Thanks for watching. So at the moment the model's still trying to make their minds up, but leaning towards cold and unsettled, I'm afraid, for most districts for this bank holiday weekend. But let's hope things will change. In the meantime, whatever your weather, enjoy it.